So in the past few summers, I was very lucky to be able to take students to Australia and Fiji on a study abroad programs. Our program is field-based, focusing on sustainability. So today I'm going to talk about learning sustainability through study abroad programs. The link between sustainability and international education is pretty obvious. It allows students to learn the ecology in the field, to have direct interaction with local people and understand the economic impact from tourism. Some researchers have used pre-test and post-test to find out the impact of such program and found improvements in students' sustainability attitudes and behaviors. What hasn't been examined much is if such impacts are long-lasting. After all, some study abroad programs just a few weeks. It will be nice if we could ask our alumni years after they're participating in study abroad if their experiences had any impact on them over time. So that's what I did. I interviewed 31 former study abroad participants. The student from the earliest program participated in 2009, and an average of 5 years has passed since the participants taken part in the program. So the participants did report a sustainable mindset that was retained over time. But we all know a change of attitudes toward sustainability is far from enough to actually make any changes. So I also asked them about their sustainable practices, and I identified 3 domains of changes: their everyday life, their professional development, and their travel styles. Most of the participants were willing to make changes, especially if they can conveniently incorporate it in their everyday life, such as switching to reusable water bottles, reusable shopping bags. The second change in their behaviors is about their professional development. As found in many other study abroad research, our study abroad programs also provided students with a chance to explore their career directions. So many of them did incorporate sustainability into their existing plans for their future. And another domain of behavioral changes is travel style. Most of the study abroad students suggested that they were inspired to travel more after study abroad trips. So they have many occasions where they can apply the knowledge and skills they learned from study abroad in the future trips to become responsible travelers. So far I have identified 3 aspects of their changes, and we know study abroad has the potential to have long-term impact on students. But the next question to ask is what elements of the program that are effective in advocating sustainability. I identified 3 aspects again: emotion, cognition, and action. The emotional aspect is about exposing students directly to nature so that they are in awe of nature beauty. They build an emotional connection with the place they visited so that they want to protect the environment. For example, one of the students said going to the Great Barrier Reef and seeing the coral bleaching firsthand made him want to protect the reef for future generations. He said, "I don't want them to just be able to Google a picture of it." So the emotional impact works better with those students who are already interested about sustainability. But for those who did not care that much about sustainability before signing up to the study abroad programs, it is more important to teach them the science behind so that they understand why it is important to protect the environment. Last but not least, it is important for students to learn some specific things to do upon returning so they have an action plan. Because some students got frustrated when they want to do something for sustainability but don't know how. So far, I found the 3 aspects of behavioral changes after study abroad and 3 aspects to consider for effective study abroad program designing. However, I also found one thing that's surprising and tricky to address, which is about the process of becoming someone who's taking action for sustainability. And I need to explain a theory about this process first. The model is called Value Belief Norm Model. It's talking about the ascription of responsibility is the bridge between awareness and actions. So in other words, that means individuals have to first be aware of the environmental problems, and so that they think, okay, I am responsible for these issues and I have the responsibility to address it, so eventually they will take action on it. However, in my interviews, the word responsibility was not among many of the other motives my participants mentioned for willing to change for sustainability, to change their sustainability attitudes or behaviors. What I'm saying here is what is missing from the participants' language showed how they think. The students talked about they want to protect the environment because of their emotional needs. They want to be part of something bigger. They have the save the world mentality. They are proud of living a trendy, sustainable lifestyle, but they did not use the word responsibility. So it is either because responsibility is not the term to advocate for sustainability, especially with young people, or we have to do a better job with teaching students about their responsibility for supporting sustainable development. So in conclusion, I would say it is nice to know that the impact of study abroad on sustainability is long-lasting, but we have a new question to answer here, which is how to frame responsibility. Is it the best word to use, and is responsibility the only bridge between awareness and action? Thank you very much.